This conference will now be recorded.
All right, so in the last 10, we were discussing about how to create a database, how to create a table, and what are the different kind of data types available in SQL Server, and what are the different kind of DML and DDL statements, available in SQL Server. So by using these DML statements and DDL statements, the DML statements are insert, update, delete, and select, and DDL statements are create, drop, alter, truncate. We have seen the syntax yesterday, and today what I'm going to continue, I'm going to connect to the SQL Server by using SQL Server Management Studio. And inside, yesterday I created one table and I inserted some sample data. I will show you the table structure and sample data. You can also create, I will share that script, creating a table script, and inserting the data script also. Then you can practice going forward on that table. I'm going to connect to my SQL Server, what I have installed the instance. Go to browse for more, and these many times I have installed. I want to connect to this SQL. Then click connect to it. So today I'm going to discuss about operators in SQL Server. We discussed till now the commands in SQL Server. The commands in SQL Server. What are the commands we have discussed? DML commands and DDL commands. Then after we are going to discuss about operators in SQL Server. And then after we will discuss about keywords in SQL Server. Then after we will discuss about classes in SQL Server. Then after we are going to discuss aggregate function in SQL Server. This is the flow we are going to follow. So what are the commands we have discussed already? DML and DDL commands. DML command stands for insert, update, delete, select. The DDL commands what we have discussed is create, drop, alter, truncate. These are the commands we have discussed. Now come to the operators. The operators what we have in SQL Server is, let's say for example, if you want to compare, the equal operator is, this is the symbol you need to use. This is equal operator. What is the not equal operator? If you are putting two parentheses, it's not parentheses, I think it's open close brackets. You can use this as a not equal symbol. Not equal. And the third one is greater than symbol. This is the greater than. This is less than. And greater than or equal symbol is this one. When you are trying to compare something greater than or equal, less than or equal symbol is this one. Okay, this is less than or equal. And the next one is equal, not equal, greater than, less than or equal to. These are some logical operators. And condition is this one, or condition is this one. Similarly, if you want to do some arithmetic operators. Arithmetic related means like if you want to add two numbers, then plus symbol we will use. If you want to minus, we will use this one. And if you want to multiply, star symbol we will use. And if you want to divide, you can use this division percentage. So this is how we are going to use the different arithmetic operators and logical operators to implement the SQL queries. So how can we write down this? So I'm going to use in different scenarios. So for example, I have a database. Inside the database, sample database I have, and here I have created one of the table, employee table. And inside this employee table, I have a data and the columns, employee number, employee date of joining. So where is the table I created? Disconnect. I think I have created in another database, another SQL server. So that server is browse for more e-classes batch 1. Simply connect over here. Go and check in this SQL server in EMP-DEPT database. Not this table. We will check whether this table. So I'm going to write down always SQL statements. How to see the data. Always write down caps letters. Select start from employee. Okay, so just try to execute this. And in which database this is? Employee DB. Where is the employee DB? I think you are in this page. Control D. So try to connect to this particular employee DB database. So I'm going to write down the SQL commands over here. Now we can execute. So this is the table I have over here. So what this table contains? This table contains employee number, employee name, and job of the employee, and also hire date, salary, commission, and each employee belongs to which department. So all that information we have over here. So now what I'm going to do, by using these operators, I want to write down some SQL statements to query the data by using a select statement. So you have to tell me how to write down. I will ask the questions by writing a where condition. You need to query the data. Okay. So I want to find out employees information where the employees belongs to department number 4. Can someone tell how to write down that query? I need employees information inside this table, and the employees belongs to the department number. That column name is DEPT, only related to 4. So how to write down that query? Tell me how to write down that query. When I am executing this query, getting all the data, but I want only the department 4. So definitely, if you want to filter the data based on the condition, you are going to write down where condition. Select star from employee table where DEPT equal to 4. Where DEPT equal to 4. So this is how the data will come over here. Clear? Okay. I need all the employees information whoever belongs to department number 3, also 4. These two departments, whichever the people belongs, I'm expecting those two departments related employees. Tell me how to write down.
Where department 4 and department 3.
Where department number
4 and department 3.
Tell me the exact syntax.
Select star from employee where a department 4 and department 3.
Where department 4, like this,
And department 3. 4
There
and
should
3.
be
it's throwing error. Okay, shall I give space?
we should use equals after department equals 4
Okay.
and equals 3 space.
What is this meaning? Can you tell me the meaning of this query?
It will filter department 4 and in department 3.
No. It will
Use
filter the employee whoever belongs to department number 4. Also, he should belongs to department number 3. And means both condition is to be satisfied. So the meaning of this query is, I need a employee whoever belongs to department number 4 as well department number 3. It is not possible one employee belongs to two department numbers. I need the employees whoever belongs to department number 4 and
We can
also
give
I
a
require department number 3.
number
Any
4,
employee
comma
belongs
3.
to department 3 and 4, I want that information. So in that kind of situation, when you are going to find out for one particular value, you can use equal operator. When you are going to search for more than one, use in operator. So 3 comma 4 you need to specify over here. In the last session we were discussing about this, I think, in operator. Okay, whenever you are expecting more than one value to be filtered, you have to write down in operator. Just simply execute. This is giving department number 3 employees information and department number 4 employees information as well. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The next thing what I'm expecting employees, the salary, whoever the employee is having the salary 500, 502 till 20,000.
Okay, we can use greater than or equal to.
Oh. So
Salary equals.
Whenever the search values are in a particular range, instead of putting in operator, instead of writing 500, 500 not 1, 500 not 2, 500 not 3, 500 not 4, 5, 6, something like this, you can write down the greater than, less than conditions over here. So what you can write down, where salary greater than, or if you want equal also, greater than 500 and less than or equal to salary less than or equal to 20,000. Got it? Where salary greater than 500. I need a employee information whoever salary is greater than 500 and less than 20,000. Then you can execute this command. See, only 2 employees are in this range. Are you sure? I will verify. Yeah, only 2 employees are in this range of the salary, 500 to 2000. Sorry, 20,000. All other employees having greater than 20,000 salary. Only these 2 employees within this particular range, 500 to 2000. Okay. So whatever the greater than or equal to 500, less than or equal to 500 you are using, right? So we can write down this kind of greater than, less than comparisons only on the data type integer, numbers, floats. You cannot write down a string data types, right? I need employees whoever between Johnson and Washington. Oh, what do you mean by between Johnson and Washington? I need employees where salary greater than or equal to Johnson, less than or equal to Washington. You cannot write down like that. Only on the numbers you are writing. So without using greater than and less than or equal to, similar kind of functionality query, if you want to implement, you can write down select star from employee where salary between 500 and 20,000. Same result is coming. So a between operator is equal to greater than or equal and less than or equal to. Greater than or equal and less than or equal. So the between operator will give you the greater than and less than or equal. All right. Perfect. Between is also one of the operators. So what I'm going to do, when I'm getting the salary for these 2 employees, I'm going to add 1,000 rupees for this salary. How to add for the salary? Where, comma salary plus symbol you can use to add 1,000. Or if you want to minus 1,000 rupees, you can use minus. If you want to multiply with 1,000, this is how you can make the you can do the arithmetic operations by using a symbol over here. Also, what I'm going to do, for example, this employee name, job. I want to combine these two and I want to display as a new column. What is the employee name? Hyphen admin. How to concatenate 2 columns data into 1 column. So to concatenate 2 columns data, employee name, you need to use ampersand. To concatenate 2 tables data, you need to use the ampersand. So now we can see the data type varchar and varchar are incompatible with sorry, you can use the plus symbol over here. So what is the problem over here? The data types of the varchar and varchar are incompatible. It should not incompatible, right? The both data types are same when you are going to concatenate. So we will see the data type of the columns related to this employee name and job. So go to the table, employee table, columns, sorry, click on the columns, employee name and job, both are the same data types. Then it should concatenate. I don't know why it is not concatenate. Let's say for example, I want to concatenate this with some other string, Garu. We will see whether it will perform.
I think there is a comma after that ename. Select star. There is a comma.
No, no, comma is not required. So we are trying to concatenate two columns. Whatever the data I have in employee name column and job column, both data I'm going to compare over here. These two I'm going to concatenate over here, and I want to keep into one particular column. You understand the requirement? I'm trying to concatenate two columns. So how can we, why it is not performing? So we have another kind of function available when we are going to do this kind of requirement, that is concatenate function. We will see whether we have a concat, C-O-N-C-A, concat employee name comma job. We will see whether the result will come. Alright, so now it has concatenate, but that ampersand symbol should work. For example, employee name plus job, then we will see what will happen. Alright, now it is working. Then you can use plus symbol, and you can put ampersand in these two. Please put in mute. Oh yeah, it's working fine. So whenever you are going to concatenate two values, you can use this plus symbol also. Okay, either you can use a concatenate function, but the concatenate function will allow only two values. If you want to concatenate one more column with this column, then you cannot use inside the concatenate function. So forget about the concatenate function. So employee name column and job column, whatever the data I have concatenated and keeping into one column with the symbol hyphen. If you want to put another symbol, something, anything you can put. Like for example, if you want to write down and, so employee name, and if you want to put some space between employee name and this job purpose, job name, then simply you can put the space here. See, Johnson space and space admin. Johnson will come from this employee name column, and the space is coming from here, and I am going to write down, and here also I have taken some space, then plus job over here. So instead of this plus, if I am using ampersand, we will see what will happen. Just now execute this one. Okay, it's not working. So use the plus symbol. Use the plus symbol to concatenate two values. So whenever you are performing some calculations or the expressions on a columns, you need to provide the alias name.
That no column name is temporary or permanent?
It's just displaying purpose.
Okay.
So always the select statement, whatever you are writing, it is just taking the data from your existing table and just displaying for you. It will not go and save in your backend table again. It will not save anywhere. Just for select statements are always to display the data in whichever the format you want to see. Okay? The core data, the base data is in your employee table, but I want to see that data in a different ways as per my business requirement. In that kind of situations, we are going to write down select statements and we are displaying the data in the business users. We are not going to save this data into again back to our database table. Alright, so we have discussed about this between operator and in operator when we are using equal operator and to adding it to numbers or to concatenate two values in a column, and when you are going to concatenate both type of the column data type should be same. You understand? I'm going to concatenate employee name column and job. So both data types, this one and this one, both should be same. Both should be same data type. So here if you observe employee name and job data type varchar both are same, then you are able to concatenate. If I'm going to concatenate this employee number, I'm going to concatenate with the employee name, what will happen? See, I'm going to write down here EMP number. Execute it. What is the error is coming? Conversion failed when converting the varchar value JSON and the character A and D both are the character data types. Both are the character data types. So these two whatever we have, varchar data type, but the employee number is integer data type. So you are not able to combine these two by using a plus symbol. In that kind of situations, what you need to do, either you need to convert this employee name and character into a integer type or employee number into a string data type. But in SQL Server, characters, this data type you cannot convert into number data type. We are not going to change in our base table. Why we are going to combine, here we are going to change. So a number data type you can convert like a varchar, but varchar data type you cannot convert like a number. So I'm going to do a conversion on this employee number column. How to convert? To convert the data type of a particular column, you can use a function, that is convert function. So simply use convert. To which data type you are going to convert? I'm going to convert this into employee number. Okay, I'm going to convert employee number into varchar data type. So this is a varchar, this is a varchar, and I have converted employee number to varchar. Then simply you can execute this. See here, Johnson and employee number is 1. Washington and employee number equal to 12. Is it clear? Any question over here?
No.
All right. So whenever you want to convert the data type of integer to concatenate, you can use the convert function. The syntax for your convert function is convert to which data type. What is your target data type? You can. Employee name you cannot convert into number, something like this. This is not acceptable. Employee name is a varchar data type. Varchar data types you cannot convert to integers over. So similarly, you can use these operators are operators. And operator should be both conditions needs to be satisfied. Whenever you are writing a conditions, for example, select star from employee table. Now my question is, I need employees information, and that particular employee should be a manager, and that employee's salary should be greater than 50,000. You got my question? I need all the employees information. That employee is a manager and his salary should be greater than 50,000 or 60,000. Okay, make it 60,000. How can I write down that query to get the data? The business users will ask the questions like this. Can you please provide all the employees, all the managers information, whoever having salary greater than or salary more than 60,000? Tell me the answer.
Select
Seek
star
can
from
use select.
Yeah, select star from employee.
Where job equal to
Where
manager,
job equal to manager,
comma wherein wherein department, sorry,
comma.
salary,
Tell me now.
comma where salary
Where
salary
salary
greater than or equal to
60,000. Okay, so one fundamental thing I want to tell. In one select statement, you cannot use more than one time select keyword. You cannot use more than one time from keyword. You cannot use more than one time where clause. Anything is not repeatable in a single SQL statement. Got it?
yes.
So my condition is, I need employee information. He should be a manager, and that salary should be 60,000. Then why you want again where condition? Put and condition.
Okay.
So and condition means both the conditions needs to be satisfied. So it will give you the result, whoever the employees belongs to, managers and salary greater than 60,000. I don't have any employees. I have managers, but they don't have salary greater than 60,000. Can I make it 50,000? Just try to execute this one. See, I have 3 employees, 3 managers. Their salary is this one. Three managers, their salary is this one. Okay. All right. Now another condition. I need employees information. Either they can be a manager or the employees whoever belongs to greater than salary 50,000. If you are finding in this table, if there is any manager or their salary is greater than 50,000. Did you understand? That means instead of and condition, I am going to put or condition. If any record is satisfying this condition or this condition, for example, I have a employee. The employee salary is greater than 50,000, but he is not a manager. He is a salesperson. Even though that record will be written, because we are writing a or condition. Any of the condition is satisfying. Any of the condition is satisfying, then we are going to take the data. See how many records will come. A CEO also is coming because that CEO has greater than 50,000 salary. I got the manager's information. One of the employee CEO also is coming because this condition is satisfied. So both conditions, any of one condition is satisfying, the data will come over here. Any of one condition is satisfying, the data will come. It is called OR condition. Did you understand the difference between OR condition and AND condition? Okay, I will ask one more question. You have to answer. I need employees belongs to department number 4 or the salary greater than 30,000 and job equal to managers. A employee should have the job equal to manager, salary, and salary definitely they should have greater than 50,000 or department number 4. I need employees, but condition is their job should be manager. Also, definitely they should have salary greater than 50,000. These two conditions both should be satisfied. Or okay, for example, these conditions are not satisfying. If the employee's department number is 4, then that employee information also I require. Employee department number 4, but his salary is not greater than 50,000, and is not a. Even though I need record, no problem. Either the department number 4, then he is eligible. If the department number is not 4, then these two conditions needs to be satisfied. Now tell me the query how to write down. Select
star from employees
where
job equals to manager and
equal to manager and
salary equals greater than or equal to
50,000
and or department is equal to 4.
Okay. So if I'm executing this one, what happens? So department number 4 data is coming. Even that employee is not a manager, he don't have the salary. So what I'm trying to tell here, whenever you are writing the queries like this, it might confuse. So this is the condition needs to be satisfied. This is one condition. So put in open close brackets this condition separately. Okay. So this is one condition. This is another one. All the AND conditions statements just put in a open close brackets, and the rest you can leave it. Then sometimes you may not confuse. So what is the query result will come? Either a employee should be a manager and his salary is greater than 5,000 or 50,000. If it is trying to get a record, these two conditions needs to be satisfied. He should be manager and salary is greater than 50,000. If that employee salary is only greater than 50,000 and the description, so a designation job not a manager, he will not bring it. Or employee have a designation as a manager, but salary is not greater than 50,000, it will not be. But if its department number is 4, then it will bring it. If its department number is 4, then it will bring it. Okay. So this is how we can implement the where conditions while you are going to query the data. Okay, so there are few more keywords available inside my SQL Server. What are the keywords available? Top keyword, distinct keyword, union, union, union. What are the classes available inside the SQL Server? Where class, from class, group by class, having class, order by class. These are the classes. These are the keywords. These are the operators. Okay. So there is a difference between, you should have command, select, insert, update, delete, drop, create, all these are the commands. These are commands. These are operators. Top keyword, distinct keyword, union, all union, these are the keywords. These are the clauses. Okay, we will see the keywords where we can use. Top keyword. For example, inside this table, I have so many records. How many records we have? So many records. So many records I have. I just want to see some sample data. Just 3 to 4 records, just verifying whether the data is there and how the data is formatted over. In that kind of situation, I just want top two records or top 3 records. Okay, make it top 3. So how to filter the data? Only top 3 records. Generally, you will write where condition. But without using where condition, to filter top 3 records, you can use a keyword top. How many records? 3 records. Then whatever the columns you want, you can specify. So it will bring the top 3 records. How it will consider whether it is a top 3 or not, whichever the order already the data is inserted in your column, inside your table, in that order it is going to take it. Select top 3. If you want top 4 records, you can make it top 4 records. So 4 records are coming. So a top keyword is bringing the number of records, how many you are specifying. Clear? And the distinct keyword is, for example, I have a table. Inside the table, you can see there are different kind of department numbers. I have to understand what are the department numbers available in my organization, and what are those department numbers. So how can you write down? For example, if you are writing only the SQL query to display department numbers, department over here, these are the department numbers available over here. These are the department. If you have 4 departments, 1, 2, 3. If you have 2 departments only, what are those numbers I want to display without removing, by removing duplication of key, department numbers I want to display. So in that kind of situation, simply put distinct keyword in front of the column. Then you can execute like this. Select distinct department. So it is displaying only the distinct records available over here. Perfect. That is called distinct keyword. The next one, union and union. This I will discuss later tomorrow. So this top keyword is bringing the top 4 records or top 5 records, whatever. Okay, write down some assignments over here. The assignment says I have 2 tables. So first create a table, create a database, create a table, EMP table, and make EMP table employee number column, employee name and salary, comma, joining date. Make it 4 columns. The table name is EMP. So what I'm expecting, do some insert of the data into this table. Then create one more table, but this table should be under a schema of sales schema. Then insert the data existing in your EMP table to this sales schema EMP table. Create a database, create a table, insert some sample dummy data, this one. Then whatever the data you have inside this EMP table, create one more table sales.emp and you can insert the data. Got the requirement?
Yes.
So we have to do this by tomorrow, and you have to send a mail, the SQL statements how we have written, to my mail ID. I will prepare a few more assignments. We'll discuss that later. Any questions so far on today's session? So distinct keyword is just taking the values inside a column by removing duplicates. That's all. It's not about sequence or unique. It's just taking the, let's say for example, there are many employees in a table and employees belongs to department numbers. Then department numbers will repeat because in a single department there are 5 employees. So instead of displaying multiple times, it is just showing actually how many departments we have. Okay, so we will meet tomorrow and we'll discuss about further topics. If you have any questions, you can call me or you can ping me on the WhatsApp group also. Any doubts, then others can help you or they can answer. If they are not able to answer, I will answer to question. All right, thank you guys. We'll meet tomorrow same time.